Hello, this is Mr. Evilcheese.
And I'm Zombiecat.
This is our review of the NECA Damien Leone's Terrifier Ultimate Art the Clown action figure. And there is a package and a nice picture of Art the Clown there from the first movie. You can see the top's got black and white split. Bottom, you can see
Just?
yeah, who made it. On this side, you got art cutting through. On this side, different picture of art. On the back, a bunch of the options. A list of what it comes with. I ended up getting 2 of these. So it was just kind of cool seeing the black and the white next to each other. Then you open it up. Good picture of art there. Twiddling his fingers around. And there he is in package with a whole bunch of stuff. I'm not sure if there's 2 layers or not. I can't tell. Looks like there's just one. But let's get him out. So there's just 1 layer, but there is what looks like a garbage bag hidden at the bottom. Okay, so there he is opened up. And just look at him real quick. I'm really happy with him. With the shape of his body and sculpt and everything. And he comes with a lot of stuff. He's got his garbage bag, which I felt there's something in there. And I was like, wow, I want to see what it is. So I open it up. And it's just a little piece of brown cardboard. And he comes with the baby doll. I'm guessing that's the baby doll that the homeless lady had. Crazy lady. And he's got 3 extra expressions. He has 6 extra hands. He's got his whip with all the blades at the end of it. He's got a little hatchet, a hacksaw, a handgun, a drill, 2 different meat cleavers, a machete. I'm not sure if it's actually a machete or just, I don't know what that is. And then there's a kitchen knife, ice pick, scalpel, some sort of knife or razor blade or something, a bigger hatchet, and a hammer. So he got a lot of weapons. You can fill that bag up. And there's the background picture from the package if you want to use that for your display. It's like a dirty wall, probably from that warehouse. So we recently reviewed the Mezco 1/12 art, and he came with a ton of accessories also. But one thing that one came with that I thought this one should come with is the horn. But they've already shown off they're at least going to make another bloody version of this one. Maybe it'll come with different accessories. And also the Santa Claus art. So probably one of them will come with the horn. But the Mezco one did not come with a handgun, which I thought it should have had. So that's cool. This one does. There's a few other things that the Mezco one didn't have. It didn't have a drill. Didn't have an ice pick with 1 blade. But there's a few things this one doesn't have also. Like a bunch of blood splatter. I think NECA's, like they usually do, this is just based on the first movie. Because they usually do it like that. Where the Mezco one I think was based on 1 and 2. Because it came with things you only see in 1 and some things you only see in 2. Like the flower glasses and the flamethrower. But I really like that head. Nice expression. It's kind of like what I said with the Mezco one. It's kind of like the default art. It's got his teeth showing like that. And he's kind of looking straight at you here. But that really looks like his head. Sculpted really well. The hat is on there permanently. Feels like. Is it? Yeah. But he's got the rubbery torso like a lot of NECA figures have. I think it works pretty well on him. Yeah, the body shape I think is really good. Nice, tall and skinny. Got big old shoes. Is this gap supposed to be there? Yeah. I can't remember if he's supposed to have these gaps, but they might be. Like he has worn out clown boots. Well, that's pretty cool. And I like the subtle difference between the hood and his face paint, because that's one thing. Like the Trick or Treat Studios art to clown, like this piece and this face are the exact same color, and they shouldn't have been. But here there is a difference, very slight difference. So that's cool. Looks like a little cut back here, and the gloves too. Gloves are like an off-white. Guess we'll switch heads, see what that looks like. Okay, yeah, it's just faces. It's on the cat pointed it out. I was trying to rip his head off, even though there's no other heads here.
I said it's not heads, it's just faces.
I was happy that the Mezco one came with this expression.
Yeah, I do like that one.
Just because I like when he has the angry face. It's actually slightly different than the Mezco one, I think. But it's still got the mouth closed, like he's grumpy. I think of that as the gun face, because he makes that expression when he's shooting with the gun at the end of the first movie. But it's also like when he's at the diner and he makes the angry and happy faces. And it's cool. Then he's got this head where his mouth's a little bit open. He looks even more angry. Yeah, I like that one. This is the one that Mezco does not come with. And there is the fourth head, or fourth face. And he's laughing. So that's really cool. I do kind of wish you could move his eyes around, since you pull that face off. It'd be nice to just have little eye mover things, but that'd be asking a lot for figures this small. So I just used the hairdryer to heat up his joints because they felt very tight. And also I seen earlier today someone posting that their leg broke off of theirs. So don't want that to happen. So there he is holding the scalpel. Just his hand out. Also had to heat up the hand to get it off because it felt really tight. There he is holding the kitchen knife. There's the mini butcher knife. There's the bigger butcher knife. Let's just show them next to each other. And this big knife, machete thing. There's the hatchet. And the little baby hatchet thing. I feel like that probably has a different name on it.
You don't think they call it a baby hatchet?
This is like the only one of the blades that's bloody. Yeah, maybe it's rusty. Yeah, I think it is rusty, not bloody. There he is holding the hammer. And there is the ice pick. And there's this little itty bitty baby razor. And there's the infamous rusty hacksaw. And there's his whip. You can see there's some scalpels and surgical knives on there.
Skizzers.
And there he is holding the handgun. Here he is holding the drill. It's not plugged in. Doesn't that happen? Remember he's trying to do something, I think, and it gets unplugged and he's all pissed off.
It does sound familiar. It's been a while since we watched that one.
Here he is holding the creepy little baby doll. So there he is holding the garbage bag. I just put some random junk in there. But that's cool. That's one of his signature things he carries around.
You picked stuff that was a bit too heavy, though. You were having an issue.
Yeah, kept pulling the bag out of his hand. Go over articulation real quick. Very good on his head. And then the shoulders. Goes up about that far. The elbows. More than 90. Kind of wish it was double jointed, but that's pretty good. Spin there. Spin at the wrist. And there's a hinge on each of the wrists. Some of them go to the left or right, some go up and down. Then a little bit of articulation on the torso, but doesn't really hold because of the rubbery body. down here. Do a split. Kick forward. Kick back. And twist. Now watch this gets bunched up though. Then the knees. Spin there. Feels like, no, it should go further. A little bit tight. Might need to heat it up more, but you can see there's a little bit more room for it to go. And down at the ankles. Moves around pretty good. So the articulation's all right. I would like double jointed elbows though, but other than that, it's pretty good. The one thing I mentioned when we were doing the Mezco review was he didn't have a pointing finger for when he's laughing, and this one doesn't have one either. I kind of wish he had a pointing finger. And here is the NECA Art Clown next to the Mezco 1/12 Collective Art Clown, and this is a similar expression. Obviously, this figure's bloody, but this one's looking to the side a little bit.
I kind of like the looking to the side. It looks more mischievous.
Yeah. But since we got two of these, I could make one of them look to the side. Mm-hmm. But NECA might do that themselves and do that. It's kind of funny is the Mezco's boots are almost as big as the NECA boots. Well, the balls are a lot bigger in the front of the suit. But they're both really cool. Both got really good art sculpts. And the big issue I have with the Mezco one is just the suit. The blood doesn't look as nice because it looks super fresh up on his head, but then down here it just looks like it's been there for months. And that bugs me a little bit. But
it looks like he tried to wash it out and it just spread.
Yeah. But you could do it yourself. I do wish it would have came with a clean suit though, as an alternate. There's 3 heads that they have that are about the same, 3 expressions, so different ones. And there's the closed mouth heads. Once again, the Mezco one's looking to the side, NECA's looking straight ahead. The expressions aren't the same though. It's just that their mouths are closed on both of them. He's got more of a frown here. And here's the laughing head. They're both good sculpts. I like the Mezco one a little better, but still, it's really good. And there's art next to 2 other NECA Ultimate Horror Clowns. The 2 different versions of Pennywise. That's really cool. You need an Ultimate Captain Spaulding. They got regular Captain Spauldings that aren't Ultimate, but there's art next to a whole bunch of other NECA Ultimate Horror characters. It's finally nice to see a NECA Ultimate art figure. Just makes him feel so much more official now as a horror icon, I guess. Even if they didn't make him for NECA, he still would be. It just felt weird that NECA hadn't made one for so long, and they finally did. And there's art next to a few other horror characters, or just different versions of horror characters made by NECA. And there's Art Clown next to the WWE wrestler Rhea Ripley, and showing them together because she recently got to go up on the stage during an Ice Nine Kills concert. And they had a little stage show, and she came on and got killed by Art. And she said that was like a dream she had that came true. It's kind of funny. And there is the NECA Toonie Terrors Art Clown. That one comes with a horn. And here is NECA's art next to the best Art Clown figure we have. This little bobblehead that has this sleeve painted black over here that should be white.
They didn't even notice.
That's okay. I could fix that. And this thing was cheap. But I like it. Okay. So I'm really happy about this figure. I'm happy with NECA's finally released an Ultimate Art Clown. Because for a while there, a couple years ago, there just was nothing of Art Clown. Other than a few little posters and things like that. But now there's all kinds of art stuff all over the place. And that includes NECA now, so that's awesome.
It's weird because he still feels like such a new thing to realize that he's been around for like more than a decade.
Yeah. But he only got really popular recently.
Yeah.
But yeah, the figure's really nice. I really like all 4 face sculpts. The body shape, I think, is really good. Articulation's a little limited, but also pretty good for what you need to do. And comes with so many accessories. And it's hard to complain that they don't come with a certain accessory when he's got so many, but I do wish he had his horn.
The horn is just, it's a rather important accessory.
Yeah. And I have a feeling they didn't forget it. Especially when like the Toonie Terror one has it. I think they're just probably going to include it with another version of him. Because there's definitely more coming. They showed off a bloody version of this one, and then there's the Santa one. And they'll probably just make like a part 2 one, I'm guessing. Maybe the bloody one will be part 2, I don't know. But he'll probably come with other weapons and accessories. And they're also supposed to make the Pale Girl. They've shown her off. I assume they'll make, what's her name? The
Sienna? Is that her name?
No, well, they might make Sienna, that would be cool. But I meant the other, Vicky? I think it's Vicky. But, yeah, maybe they'll make those 2. I hope they do. There's a lot of art stuff coming out. For a while there, I was like getting anything, but now there's so much stuff. There's like, I don't really need that thing or this thing. There's been a few things like that. Like I seen the NECA head knocker at Walmart, and I'm like, I don't know if I want that. But there's still a lot of cool stuff coming out. Like Spirit has a bunch of stuff again. But as for this figure, he's really nice. I can't wait to get some more Ultimate Terrifier figures. Well, this was Chief Cheese, and I'm never gonna thanks for watching. Goodbye. Oh shit. That evil clown is gonna kill us for sure.
He's so scary looking. Them freaky gross teeth.
And that big nose. And that ugly, obnoxiously long chin. There's nothing wrong with that huge chin, you son of bitches. Us large-chinned fellas gotta stick together. And I happen to think your chin is groovy.